Hi, I'm Brandon, and I'm back to do a commentary on Anurag Tiwari. I know a lot of you are probably like, who? And yeah, I felt the same way. I don't remember this guy. I maybe have seen him at some point, but he's new to me. I don't remember him, so let's just jump into it and see what's going on with Anurag.
Hey, come on in. You made it.
It's kind of weird seeing these Petaluma ones at night. I think the vast majority of them are in the day, or at least like the really popular ones that I'm familiar with, like Maurice Wolin obviously is right there at the top. So it's kind of just strange to see it at night.
29-year-old Anurag Tiwari is here to keep his...
Did they park this car in the driveway? Because I think wasn't there one of the predators that drove into the? They weren't supposed to park in the garage here, but one of the guys did. So did they park this car here to make sure that no one else parked there?
date with a girl who...
It's kind of weird to have a double garage and park right in the middle and then have the garage door open. That's kind of odd.
told him she was 13. They met online less than a week ago. She invited him over and told him she would be home alone today and ready for sex.
I made us some frozen lemonade.
You did?
Yeah. Hey, did you bring condoms?
Well, she did make it until Maurice Wolin spilled it, but I guess they made more.
Yeah.
That was kind of a weird cut. He was like walking in and now he's resting with his hands on the end of this pool. Let's watch that again.
You did?
Yeah. Hey, did you bring condoms?
Yeah.
Wait, so we know what his intent is. And doesn't she say she has a hot tub? Does this count as a hot tub, or does she say pool in this one? I know it was maybe one of the other ones that was a hot tub. I could be mistaken.
Oh, cool.
Using the screen name in...
Look at it. This is not a happy camper right here. This picture is. This guy is not having a good time. Indian Man 76.
Ian Man 76, he tells the decoy he would give her oral sex because she is young and fresh. Then he
Oh, God.
asks, do you like anal? The decoy says, I never done that. He responds, want to do it? He seems pretty surprised when I walk out.
Look at him there. He's just trying to be so cool. He's just like, yeah, man, totally going to get it on here. Look at this guy. Back it up here.
He seems pretty surprised when I walk out.
How are
He
you?
just has that little bob of his head like he's dancing to music.
Good. Good. Glad. Have a seat, please. Well, I had no intention of doing anything. I mean, I don't have anything here.
We just heard you say that you had condoms. That's it's pretty a pretty odd object to carry with you if you don't intend to do anything.
Here with me.
You just said you brought condoms.
I don't have condoms here. Me.
Do you have them in your car?
No.
Yes, you do, on you rag, you liar. That huge pause after Chris asked the question is a clear indication that yes, he has condoms in his car. I guarantee it.
In the car, maybe. I don't know.
Oh, in the car, maybe. Yeah.
In fact, he
I don't have condoms on me. That's ridiculous to think that I would. They are in my car that's like 40 feet away, but I don't have them on me. Shut
does
up, on
have-
you rag.
condoms in his car. When I remind him what he wrote online to a girl pretending to be 13, he says it's all a big misunderstanding.
I would love to you there.
That was not me.
That was not
my,
you.
That was my friend.
You say, do you?
That was your friend? So if your friend was having this chat, why are you the one that came here and showed up? Unless he's trying to say that he was having a conversation with this 13-year-old, which is already bad. But maybe he's trying to say that all the normal stuff that didn't have to do with sex was him, but somehow whenever he looked away or got up from the computer, his friend came on and typed a bunch of sexual things that he somehow didn't notice, and then he got the address and came over. I don't, yeah, obviously he's lying, but how would that work? Like, you're the one that shows up. You would notice if there's a whole bunch of sexual talk in the chat that was not yours. Like, you would definitely bring that up.
Like anal.
That was, again, my friend. That was not me.
And who's your friend? What's his name?
There was a party going on, and someone logged into my
There
computer.
was a party going on. You say that you can do it.
See, he was going. Didn't they say they were talking for like a week? So he had this like week-long bender of a party in which the entire time he was logged into his account, and then other random people, one or more friends, were chatting with this minor and saying disgusting illegal things, and then he's the one that came. I don't get what he's trying to get at.
Hard and fast. Put her legs on your shoulders and do it hard.
Well, that's again my friend.
She says, what's your first name?
And what a friend. Like, I don't know if I'd consider the kind of person that would do that to really be a friend.
The answer is Anurag. That's your name.
Yeah, he used my name. I don't know
You
why.
did. First of all, you say your friend did it. Then you say you don't know the friend's name, and then you say there were a bunch of people at a party, but you weren't there.
Yeah.
So how do you know that this all happened if you weren't there?
There were so many guys in my apartment.
And when did the party take?
Okay, if you have guys to your apartment and somehow it winds up with you being busted on To Catch a Predator, you should probably surround yourself with a different circle of friends, because obviously the ones you have are getting you in trouble. Maybe you just should not lie about it, because that whole story is bullshit. But if it's not, I think it's a problem with who you hang out with there, Anurag.
Place.
Last week.
There's more than one conversation here and more than one reference to sex. So either you had a party over a several-day period and people had control of your computer, or you're telling me a big fat lie.
Well, first of all, I want to know who you are.
I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC, and we're doing a story on adults who try to meet teens online for sex. Now, if there's anything else you'd like to tell me.
No, I don't want to let anyone.
Then he leaves the backyard and is arrested.
Whoa, partner, lift your hands. Hands up, hands up.
Somehow the story about someone else using his computer doesn't come up once he's sitting in front of a police officer.
Yeah, maybe it just took him the extra 2 minutes there to really think about it and realize how stupid of an excuse that is.
You're asking a 13-year-old if she's a virgin. You ask her if she likes to go down.
That was the first conversation.
I know, and then you also...
Is that a defense? Oh, that was our first conversation. As long as you say disgusting sexual things in the very first conversation, in the first hour of talking to a minor, is he trying to say that then somehow that's okay as long as you stop doing it later? You're not allowed to do it at any point. What the hell's he talking about? That was our first conversation. That's even worse. That's even worse that you said that to someone, a minor that you just met.
You even asked her in that first conversation you ever been with an older man. Did you want to be that older man to teach her?
No, I would definitely not do anything with a 13-year-old girl.
Why'd you ask her if she liked anal sex?
That was a stupid question. I just, out of sheer curiosity.
You only have curiosity if a minor is into anal, if you're a huge sexual predator. No one else is curious about that. I have never thought that, ever. No normal person does. And if for some reason that thought popped in your head and you wondered that, you wouldn't ask it. Only the most depraved freaking idiot predators like this would do that. Like complete sexual deviants. No normal person wonders that kind of thing at all. These guys just try to act, I was just joking. It was just a conversation. This is just normal talk. This is not normal. People don't talk like this with minors unless they're very abnormal. It just kind of pisses me off that they're just like, it's just talk. Even just talking like that to someone that may or may not even be fully aware of what all that stuff means, that could be very damaging to them. So you can't pretend, whether or not you intended to follow through with it doesn't matter. You shouldn't be talking about that kind of stuff to begin with.
I'm a well-respected man in society, detective.
Oh, are you, Anurag Tiwari? You're a very well-respected man in society. You're sitting there with your hands tied with zip ties behind your back, being grilled by the police after being confronted on To Catch a Predator. Now you have TCAP commentators mocking you 20-some years later. You are not a well-respected member of society. You thought you were. You thought you were a good person, but your actions dictate otherwise.
I have a PhD degree in computer engineering.
Okay. Is there anything else you'd like?
Anurag, can you provide me a list of which degrees get you off the hook on doing this kind of thing? Is it there's certain ones that do, certain ones that don't, and who cares what degree you have? We've had doctors that were busted here probably 3 hours earlier than you during the day, and they were cancer research doctors. I'm sure they have some sort of degree too. It doesn't mean you get away with it. It doesn't mean that you're a good person.
Like that?
Is there any chance I can go tonight? Go home tonight?
No, you'll be going to Sonoma County Jail tonight unless you can post the bail.
Yeah, you're going to jail, Anurag. Oh, and then we got a nice picture here of, crap, I can't remember this guy's name. Jeremy Todd West. Yeah, so that was a very short one. But yeah, that guy was obviously irritating, and wasn't it also that guy, that Chima, is that his name? Another guy at this sting who was like, would someone, I'm a respectable guy, like, would someone that looked like me, you do this kind of thing? Why would they think that? Like, I don't get it. They're obviously they're obviously caught doing this. But anyways, that was a short but fun one. So thanks for watching, everyone, and I'll see you next time.